By the way, if my wife texts me, fuck you, does that count as sexting? Because yeah, it does. Then we're doing good, me and her. That's good. I heard a lot of y'all have kids. That's good, right? We'll do a kids show. How about that? That's fun. I have a son, right? We named my son Owen because that's what we figure we're going to be doing for the rest of our lives. Yeah, they're expensive, you know? People have been telling me his whole life, dude, you got to start saving for his college. Pronto, Tom, that's 30 grand a year minimum, like 30 grand. Well, then he is going to be home colleged because, yeah, I don't have that kind of money or saving ability. He's going to the North Carolina School of Home Colleges where he's going. Yeah. So he's it. He's all I got. My son's got it made. I don't know how y'all are raising your kid. My son has it made, right? First of all, he's got a dad, me, who believes in nonviolence, which he has tested fucking every day of his life. It's crazy, right? It's amazing how much the whole day can turn around. Everybody's happy. The sun is shining down. Laughter's in the air. Then that little punk won't put his shoes on for the 100th time. Right now I'm yelling and there's timeouts and crying. And Martin Luther King had kids. He was committed to nonviolence. How did he do it? Like, put your shoes on or we are marching. I had it. Oh, they won't eat their vegetables again, Coretta. Grab the picket signs. Here we go, around the kitchen. Eat your peas. Eat your peas. Give peas a chance. Yeah. And my wife wasn't always on board with it. I don't know. Do y'all spank your kids? Yes. Yeah? Proudly you say it. Yeah, it's funny, right? Because we have a strict rule in our country. You should never hit a woman, right? Never lay your hands on a girl for any reason. Unless it's your daughter, then swing away with whatever belt or wooden spoon you got. Yeah, my wife hit him a couple times when he was little. You know, my wife, we weren't ready for all the work. When I first met my wife, she wanted to have 4 or 5 kids. Then we had Owen, and she's like, this is it. One day, he's like, why can't I be a big brother? Well, maybe you should have thought of that when you were 1. Yeah, maybe slept through the night a few more times and put your shoes on when we told you, you know? Yeah, there's a reason why kids are so cute. It's so you won't throw them in a dumpster at 3 in the morning. Right? Yeah, it's amazing how much you can love something and at the same time want to throw it into a wall. It's crazy. Yeah. How many kids do you have? Do you have 1? How old? 24. Oh, wow, you guys are pretty young to have 24. That's good. Anyway, that's good. I enjoyed it. Being a parent's weird, though, you know? Everybody wants to tell you how to raise your kids. That's the most annoying part about being a parent, I think. I'm at my mother-in-law's house before Owen was potty trained. He takes a crap in his diaper. I'm like, let's go, buddy. You got poopies. Come on, up on the bed. Let's change you. He don't want to be changed. He's thinking he's being cute. He's grabbing toys. No poop, just pee-pee. I'm like, dude, that is a lie, man. You're burning daddy's nostril with that stench. Get over here. Think I can't smell you? You're like poo-pourri for the whole living room right now. My mother-in-law's like, Tom, don't talk to Owen that way. You're going to give him a complex. You know what, Evelyn? Thank you. First of all, I want my son to have a complex about taking a shit in his pants, okay? Yeah, that's not something I need him to be cool with later in life. He's sitting around on a job interview and like halfway through, the guy's like, oh, dude, did you just drop a deuce in your pants right here in this interview? Like, yes, sir, I did. Very confident about that. My dad'd be around a man to change me. Let's continue this interview. When do I start? Yeah, I don't need him that confident. But that nonviolence thing, right? I believe in it, right? So I believe in it. I read about it a lot and stuff. And all the people that teach it, right? They all say that Gandhi, Jesus, Martin Luther King, they all say the same thing. If you want to see it in the world, peace and nonviolence, you got to be it in yourself, right? First, and then it reflects from you and your heart and actions to the rest of the world. So I believe I'm reading Gandhi's autobiography and something that stuck with his dad about nonviolence, where he got in a bunch of trouble at school when he was young. His dad meets with the administrators, comes out, he's furious with the guy. He's like, all right, Gandhi, obviously I'm not doing a good enough job as a father. And he punished himself, and he walked the 10 miles back from the school. I'm reading that like, well, I'm not doing that. I love nonviolence, but I'm not doing that. I don't live a mile from the school, and I'm not doing that. But it stuck with me, right? And Owen's like 4 or 5, and he's not listening. I'm getting super frustrated. I'm like, all right, Owen, obviously your mother is not doing a good enough job. So start listening to me right now, or I'm going to have to smack her, okay? That's on you. Which I obviously wouldn't do. That's the best thing I did for him as a kid is fall in love with the woman that became his mother. You know, she's been great. You know, we've been together like 20, been married 24. We've been together 27 years. So love her. She's great. I married the girl of my dreams. We figured out the foolproof way of our relationship to make a relationship last. Here's what we do. My wife Serena makes all the little decisions, right? And I don't have to sweat any of that. And then I make the big decisions. And then she decides which decisions are big or little. Yeah, right? Works out perfectly for her, and I pick our cereal. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Any nutritionist will tell you that's the most important meal. Exactly, I'm counting that. It's great. She's great. When I first met her, right, we were in a long-distance relationship. Have any of y'all ever done the long-distance thing before? Yeah? How long did you do it for? 3 year and a half over here? We did it for 3 also. Yeah, it's a long time apart. You know, especially when I was doing it, like, it was not unlimited minutes. You know, we each had $250 phone bills every month. The only people happy about a long-distance relationship in the day was the phone company, you know? We get in a call, we didn't talk we get in an argument, we don't talk for a day or so. I'd get a call, hey, Tom, this is Jan from AT&T. Don't you think you should call her and apologize? Yeah. And when you're apart, especially when you first start dating, you got to do intimate stuff on the phone. Yeah. It's fun, but it's awkward, you know? I'm living at my sister's house on Long Island when Serena and I first started dating, and she's talking to me one day at breakfast. She's like, by the way, Tommy, you got to be careful, because every time you use the cordless phone in this house, everybody can hear your conversations on their baby monitors. I'm like, what? She's like, yeah, all the neighbors. They're like, oh, my God. Hate to be in that house at 3 in the morning. Like, wake up, honey. I think our son's hyperventilating. When did he learn to talk? He keeps saying he wants to lick your nipple. Yes. So then we got married, and we figured, how are we going to do this? Well, how am I going to drive around the country telling jokes and us stay together? So we got rid of our place, and we bought a motorhome. I don't know if any of y'all have ever lived in an RV. Yeah? Really? Somebody over there? It wasn't that bad. You know what I'm saying? It was great. We had our house with us everywhere we went. We're like a turtle, right? Kind of cool. Yeah. Put our stuff in storage and drove off into the sunset. It was cool. Yeah, I had a queen-size bed, a living room, a kitchen, a bathroom. I could be driving down the highway at like 70 miles an hour. Serena's in the kitchen making us a sandwich. Yeah, it's great. If I want it faster, I just hit the brakes. Like, hurry up with that sandwich, woman. Yeah, I do that once. She's back with a knife, like, go ahead, hit the brakes now, jackass. So, yeah, it's got advantages, you know. Never had to worry about Jehovah's Witnesses, ever. What are they going to do, pull up in a van alongside me on the highway? Dive onto my windshield at 70 miles an hour, like, we got something to tell you about the Lord. Really, toe to the curb, motherfucker. Get pulled over by the cops, like, you know how fast you were going? Well, sir, you're in my house. We go by my rules in my house. Yeah, you might want to get off my patio before I give you a ticket for trespassing, as a matter of fact. Yes. So we did that for a while, you know what I'm saying? That's a test. Then we got rid of that, and we bought a house, and I don't know, once we had Owen, we bought a house. I don't know if, you know, I own a house. I've never owned a house before. My wife watches HGTV, so, yeah, thanks to her, I have a list of shit to fix on that house. I'll never catch, you know what I need? I need a husband. That's what I need. I need someone who can do all that stuff for me, right? I just want to be the guy that my wife is cheating on her husband with, to be honest. That'd be fun. Why are your wives clapping, guys? I don't understand that. You all right? It's all right? Yes. I love her. We have a lot in common. You know, we don't have everything in common, even to the point of like physiology. Like, I don't know if let me ask you, when you close your eyes, do your eyelids work? Like, does it get dark when you close? right? Somehow not for my wife. It's the weirdest thing. I'm laying there in bed next to her. I'm reading. She's like, hey, can you shut your light off? I'm trying to sleep. Can't you just close your eyes like I do when you're reading? She's like, oh, no, I can still see light through. Keeps me awake. Like, no, it's dark. What's wrong with you? We're in a hotel room in the middle of nowhere. Hey, the little red light on the thermostat's keeping me awake. And you're doing this? Now I'm stumbling through luggage at 3 a.m. trying to put a sock over a thermostat. Like, what do you... I'll be dead asleep. I think you left your phone charging again, upside down, in the kitchen. Can you run down there, please? The moon's really bright tonight. It's keeping me awake. I feel bad for her. I hope she doesn't die in her sleep. You know what I'm saying? Right? Because that light will keep her up for eternity, I think. So... But we had our son, and she's, it's an interesting, I love him. I love being a dad, it's so cool. It's easy, but I found out it's way easier to be a parent when you're not one, right? Yeah, it's easy to look at somebody else's child and be like, mine would never do that in a restaurant. Yeah, good luck to you. Good luck. Serena and I were going back. I was a much better father before I was an actual father. We were going back on things we said we wouldn't do immediately, right? We're like, we're not going to use a pacifier. That's stupid. Yeah, like 2 days in, we're like, please put this little thing in your mouth. Why does he cry so much? Because Owen was crying. For the first 6 weeks, he was alive. If he wasn't on my wife's boobs, he was crying. Which I understand that in a weird way. Yeah, first 6 weeks I knew her, same thing for me. I gotta be honest. And by the way, I did not get those back in the same pristine condition that I let them to him in. But I was sweating it. I was like, why doesn't he like us? Shouldn't this be automatic? He seems so unhappy all the time. It was crazy. So I started trying to analyze it and break it down because that's how my little mind worked. Here's what I came up with. Here's why. Because before Owen met us, right, his entire existence was spent inside of my wife, Serena, in total peace and protection and comfort. He's in his own, sea of amniotic fluid. He's totally connected with God and the universe. He's got an IV that feeds him and takes away all of his waste. Just peace and darkness. And then, out of nowhere, he is pounded and crushed violently through a tiny little hole so intensely that his skull is literally reshaped into a cone. Doctor reaches in, yanks his smushed blue ass out by the neck, disconnects his lifeline to the world, shoves him on my wife's chest. I'm all in his face with my coffee breath. Like, hey, buddy, how's it going? I'm your big alien-headed daddy. And I can see he's scared, he's confused, he's all covered in gook. They're wiping him down. They literally pull him out of Serena's arms. They walk him across the room to a buffet French fry heat lamp thing. And then they shove a thermometer in his ass. Welcome to the world, little boy. Then they prick his heel for blood. That makes him cry. They squirt a bunch of chemicals into his eyes. That makes him cry. They take him naked and put him on a cold metal scale, which freaks him out. And then the grandma paparazzi kicks in with their cameras. They're all through the viewing glass. Hold him up, Papa, look how cute he is. Yeah, he's not cute. That's the worst he's ever going to look in his entire life. You ever seen a white baby? It's like chickens at the grocery store. They're hideous. Right? He's got blood smeared all over him. He's got a chip clip on his stomach. His little baby balls are swollen up like the Elephant Man. It's a freak show. There's a weird tar coming out of his ass that nobody even warned me about first. I'm just like, what the heck? My baby's making hash? No wonder these things are so valuable. Okay. And then they're not done. They take him away from there. They give him a bath that freaks him out. They give him another shot that makes him cry. They stick him in clothes he's never even conceived of before. And then they just hand him back to alien face like I'm going to fix it for him. It's like all this trauma. He finally gets a little bit of sleep. What do? They jar him awake. They strap him to a board and chop off part of his penis. Walk around for 6 weeks like, why don't you love and trust us? We're here for you, little man. Wah! No wonder we're a violent species with that intro to the world. Crazy. And my wife, I don't know what y'all did on the circumcision for your kids, boys, you know. My wife was like, that's up to you. Yeah? So I did the research, and I'm looking it up. I'm like, this just looks like it's archaic and sort of painful and just for cosmetic reasons. We're not doing this. But, man, just say that to people. Everybody was like, you got to do it. Even my doctor was like, Tom, you got to do the circumcision. You don't want your son to look different than you. That'll be traumatic for him. I'm like, really? Okay. So we did it, and now I realize, I don't know what my dad's dick looks like. You know what I mean? Yeah, that would be far more traumatic if I did, I think. Yeah, there was not one day where I put it right here next to Daddy, son. See how they're the same? That's right, you can thank your daddy. Now we're raising him, trying to figure out what to teach him. You know, I realize he looks to me and my wife to teach him about the world. He's in trouble. Yeah, what do I know? I don't know. All I know is I don't know, right? That's Socrates. The only real wisdom is knowing you don't know. How am I supposed to explain that to my son? Pay attention to me, Owen. Look at me. Come on, everything Daddy teaches you from here on out, probably wrong. All right, so make sure you double check with Mommy, because apparently she knows everything. Right? You gonna beat me to it over there? Yeah, well, she does. It's annoying. She does. People say you shouldn't argue in front of your kids. You've all heard that one, right? Yes? That's bullshit. Argue in front of your kids. Right? That way they're not blindsided by the divorce. Right? You gotta have some warning, you know? I was actually joking with my wife about divorce. I hope that never happens. I really love her. She's my soulmate. I hope it never. But we were joking about it. I was like, hey, if we get divorced, are you going to take half my income? She's like, hell yeah. Well, that's cool, because right now you're getting it all. You know what I mean? So it'd be good to see some of that. That is true. It is kind of true. Yeah, it's fun. She does good, though. And after he was born, man, things change, you know? I remember she told me, she goes, I want to get a tattoo of Owen's name on my foot or my ankle or something, which I think is cool. But I've known Serena for a long time. She has no tattoos. So I was giving her crap. I'm like, hey, that's cool, get a tattoo, but I don't see any Tom tattoos on you anywhere. She's like, yeah, I know, but this is our son. This is permanent. Okay. Yeah. She is hilarious and honest. It's true. Something happened. Like, I'm not saying it's a total negative thing, right? Because something happened. When you have a kid, like you have a relationship, you're with a woman and she's with you or whatever, and then you have a child. That's no longer the same woman you're with. You know what I mean? It is, but she's a mother now. That's a different thing, right? She's that woman and a mother. Her brain changes and her physiology changes. It's literally a different person. They don't fucking tell anybody that. They don't tell them that. They don't tell us that. They're just like, what the fuck? Like, they need a book for that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what to expect that you weren't expecting. You know what I'm saying? Like, they need a chapter. Like, how did I go from being the knight in shining armor to the idiot who brought home the wrong milk? How the fuck did that happen? Then we went out and bought a king-size bed. That's the best investment ever, right? Yes, right there, yeah. I found out during the shopping process, most important thing to Serena about the bed was that she not be able to feel me move while I'm sleeping on my side. Like, not even move. I remember we slept in any bed, right? We slept in a twin bed. We had to be touching it every moment of the night. Wake up in the middle of the night, not touching it was a big deal. Like, come here, baby, I miss you. Just a toe, something. Yeah, like 8 years later, she's like, what the fuck? Would you get breathing on me, please? Oh, it makes my skin crawl, seriously. Yeah, over there with your sweaty-ass legs. Come on. That's all I need is one more human being climbing on me today. What? She's good. But it's interesting, right? Because then you learn how to parent together, and I learned a lot. I learned to be closer with her. I learned a lot. I learned compassion from my son. It was very interesting, right? He's maybe 5. We're in the bathroom. He's brushing his teeth, getting ready for bed. He's brushing his teeth, jumps up to spit in the sink, and he racks his boys on the doorknob to the cabinet. Right? And I'm like, did you just hit your... Because I don't care how old you are, hitting yourself like that in my house equals funny. Okay, that's the way it is. So I'm laughing. I'm trying to make him feel better before he bursts into tears. I'm like, don't worry, son. That doesn't hurt anything like it's gonna. You're going to be all right, huh? I know you've seen your kid. He's got the big crocodile tears in his eyes. Looks up and he's like, why would you laugh at me when I get hurt? I'm like, oh, come on, son. It's like America's Funniest Videos. Laughter's the best medicine. He goes, it hurts my feelings. I'm like, oh, just rip my heart out. I'm like, all right, I'm not laughing at him anymore when he gets hurt. But come on, that's hard. Right? They're durable, and he gets hurt in funny ways. You know what I'm saying? Right? He's being a smart ass. He goes to run away from me. He's perfect doorknob height. He's like, crack into a doorknob. Like, that's what you get. Right? A football goes through his hands, smashes him in the head. That's funny. It is. But I'm trying. I told my wife about it. I'm like, I'm not doing it anymore. And then we're like 3 days later, we're out in the driveway. We're playing baseball with a tennis ball, and he's pitching, and I'm batting, and I hit like a fluke line drive right back at him. Hits him right in the face. Yeah, I could tell he was hurt instantly. Right, his eyes were all welling up with tears. So right after I got to first, boom, I'm over there checking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I didn't laugh. I didn't giggle. I didn't stretch that into a double. That was a double. That ball got away from him. I was just like, way to keep your eye on the ball, son. Good job. Yeah. Yeah, and he laughed. It was like the first time he got a wordplay joke. It was kind of cool, you know? Yeah, because he's been raised by a comedian his whole life. It's fun. You know? You can program jokes into them. Right? Especially when they're little. They're like comedy roadside bombs. You don't know when they're going to go off, but it's probably going to be around family. Our best one was, Owen, why does Daddy hit you in the body? Because the face leaves marks. That's right, buddy. The face does leave marks. Grandma says that's not funny. Well, Grandma is wrong. Then he started playing baseball. He loves baseball, right? He started playing baseball, so I started assistant coaching on his little league baseball team, because that's sort of the rule in youth sports. If you want your kid to start, you coach. Otherwise, you're just watching the coach's kid start. Did any of y'all coach your kids in youth sports? Anybody? Yeah, around a few of us. Yeah, it's fun, right? It's a weird thing, though, right? It's a weird psychological thing. Like, I love Owen more than anything on this planet, and I don't even really like other people's kids. But somehow on the field, it's easier to be nice to other people's children than it is your own child. Right? You know, right? It's like one of them makes a mistake. You're like, oh, don't worry about it, Sterling. Get your glove down. Do your prep steps. Come on, man. Keep your head up. You're getting better at this. You'll get the next one, I promise you. You know what I mean? Owen misses one. I'm like, Owen, how many times I got to tell you to do this right? Come on, dude. You're embarrassing the family. Yep. Serena gets mad. She's like, stop yelling at him. You can't be yelling at him. I'm not yelling at him. I am coaching him, okay? That's the 1,000th time I've told him to do it that way. She's like, you can't be yelling. You know what? You remind me of that famous quote, honey. I wish that my parents had coddled me more and not pushed me to be better at things. Yeah, that's a quote from no successful person ever. Yes. But she is kind of right. You know what I mean? I didn't know. I'm trying to herd kids. I'm not a coach. I'm a comic, you know? I'm trying my best. She's like, Tom, you can't get so frustrated, these children, for not doing the basics. They couldn't even wipe their own butts a couple of years ago. I'm like, whatever. There are kids their age in China right now making iPhones, okay? You're telling me we can't hit the cutoff, man? Let's go! Tuck your glove when you throw, or I'm going to stitch them in Indonesia with the other kids. Let's go! And the worst part about coaching is what? The coaches? The parents, exactly. Everybody thinks their kids are going to the major leagues. None of your kids are going to the major leagues. None of them, right? Especially the ones being coached by a comedian in his part-time, all right? It's not happening. They're all complaining. You're not yelling at them enough. You're yelling at them too much. My kid should be da, da, da. And it's the kids, and then the kids that don't listen to you, they only listen to their parents. We got this kid, Brian, great player, right? We're using him. He's a good hitter, good fielder, but he wants to pitch, and he kind of stinks at pitching, and he won't do what we need him to do in practice, you know? So he's all, Coach, I should be pitching more. Let me pitch more. I should be pitching more. I'm the best pitcher on this team. Dude, we are pitching the best pitchers on this team. If you do what we say in practice, we go, I'm the best pitcher. My mom says I should be pitching. Like, do you want to look at the stats? I have them right here on my phone on Game Changer. Look at this. You have the worst strike percentage of all of our pitchers. You have the highest earned run average, and you have the most walks per inning. So you're like our worst pitcher on this team. Oh, my God. Now his mom is furious, right? She's emailing the league trying to get the volunteer assistant coach fired. He's like, he's traumatized my son. Really? I traumatized your son? It wasn't the 2 divorces and that time you slept with the coach's dad? That didn't, Yeah. One of her friends, if he'd have talked to my son that way, I'd have gone at him with a baseball bat. Really? Bring it on, right? If your swing is anything like your son's, you have a 0.37 chance of hitting me. Right? That's all the stuff you wish you could say, right? It's fun. And I'm competitive, and I'm his dad, so I have to walk that line between supportive dad and disappointed coach. Especially with his mom. She hates it when I give him crap. I'm riding home with him after a game. Like, hey, buddy, look at me. When you lollygagged to that pass ball? Let the winning run score? Cost us the game? That really reminded me how great you're getting in Minecraft. You know what I'm saying? Keep it up. Yes. He's fun. And he likes that I'm a comedian, but he doesn't always get my sense of humor. I can tell you that. He's 9 or so. We're riding down the road. There's a guy in a chicken suit spinning one of those big 50% off arrows, dancing around in the street. Owen's like, Daddy, what's he advertising? College. I'm like, college, that's funny. Remember that. I got to write that down. That'll be funny in my act. And Owen goes, I don't get that. How's that even funny? College. Because if he'd have went to college, he wouldn't be out there spinning a sign. He goes, you know what? You're not as funny as Brian Regan, Daddy. Well, it's like, that's all right. You're not as good as your buddy Zach at baseball. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's actually not true. He's good. But he gets me back, you know what I'm saying? Like, he watched a bunch of science shows when he was little, too, so he knows I don't know everything. I'm riding with him in the car. That AC/DC song, TNT's playing, right? So I'm singing along, TNT, it's dynamite, TNT, and I hear this, no, it's not, Daddy. What's not? TNT and dynamite aren't the same thing. Can you not hear the song? That's what he's saying right now. He's like, they're not the same. Like, how would you know? You're just a little boy. Mythbusters? Yeah, and they are the experts at blowing things up. So you don't even really know, do you, Daddy, right? He's right, I don't know. I've been getting all my explosives knowledge from fucking AC/DC. I've never even double-checked them once. Now they're lying to me and making me look bad in front of my son? What else has AC/DC lied to us about? Are dirty deeds not done dirt cheap? I need to know this. It's like, no, Daddy, those usually cost extra. Yeah, no more Jacksepticeye for you. He's good. I don't know what to teach him. You guys some of y'all are parents, you know. I read a bunch of different religions and philosophy, so I'm trying to figure out what's the truth that I want to get across to my son more than anything. And I realize the closest thing I've been able to find to truth is love, right? All the greats agree that's the answer. All we got to do is love her. Like, we should think about that now in America right now. Everybody should love her. They all agree. Buddha, Jesus, Gandhi, Martin Luther King, Dave Matthews, right? They all say it, right? All we got to do is love everybody. Just love everybody, you know? I want to love everybody. I want to teach Owen to love everybody, but have you met fucking everybody? Yeah, I haven't even met everybody, and I don't like quite a few of them already, okay? Yeah, Jesus never sat in traffic. That is my point of view. It's way easier to love your neighbor when he's 3 sheep fields away, you know? Yeah. Love your neighbor as thyself. I don't think my neighbor wants me touching him that way. First of all, I'm not doing that. Yeah. Love everybody. Can y'all love everybody? No, right? Even if you want. It's like I can't even love my friends and family all the time. My wife is the most beautiful angel on the planet. I can't love her 24/7. Right? A lot of y'all are in love. You ever be riding together in a car when you're both hungry with someone you love? Yeah, it's hard to maintain love the whole time, isn't it? Yeah, even if the argument's only going on in your head, it's going on. I'm like, where do you want to eat today? I don't care. Anywhere. All right, cool. How about some Chinese? Nah, I don't want Chinese. You literally just said anywhere 2 minutes ago. Every day we go through. Why are you going left? You know perfectly well all the restaurants all down here on the right. Like holy shit, an hour ago I'm getting there. Like, oh my God, now you're in this guy's bumper. You know, I hate it when you drive this way. Please slow down. You're only doing this to be a jerk. The speed limit's only 35 right here. You are going to get another ticket. Our insurance went up. Why are you parking over here? The shade is clearly over there. It's like, Jesus Christ! Yeah, I get out of the car. I find myself coveting my neighbor's wife. You know what I'm saying? She looks so quiet from a distance. I'm getting better, though. I get road rage, but I'm getting better now. Like sometimes now when I'm riding in the car with Serena and she's teaching me how to drive, I don't get mad. I don't get frustrated. I don't say anything. I just reach over quietly and turn off the passenger airbag. And sometimes that works. Yeah. I don't know. I want to be loved. I want to love. But I get behind the wheel of a car. I get road rage and anger. And I just hate that. I think, I'm meditating. I feel good about myself. And then I'm driving down like, pick a lane, motherfucker. You know? I don't even need to be in a car to get road rage anymore. I'm just getting people in general rage. Like, you get that like in my head, just walking through a mall or the fucking grocery store or whatever. People got to stop in the middle of walkways and have their conversations, what they're going to do for the rest of their lives. Yeah, I can't tell you how many times in my head in a week I'm like, would you fucking go? Oh my God, you almost caught an elbow in the back of the throat right there, lady. Let's go. Come on, move your oxygen tank. The rest of us have things to do with our lives. Yeah, that's not loving at all, you know, it's mean. Now I don't even need people. I'm arguing with inanimate objects. I got an argument with Siri the other day. You ever argue with Siri? I'm literally arguing with Siri and I'm like, you are useless. She goes, I can no longer help you. And my phone shut off. Now we have Alexa in our houses. Do you guys have Alexa at your house? Yeah, you like it? No, yeah. Well, when you talk about Alexa, you need like a code name, right? 'Cause otherwise she interrupts every conversation, you know? I like it. She turns on light. Sometimes it's great, Alexa, you know? Be making macaroni and cheese, like, Alexa, set a timer for 12 minutes. 12 minutes later, it's great. Other times, like, Alexa, how long shall I boil potatoes? Okay, here's Sweet Tomatoes by Bo Diddley on Amazon Music. You're the thing we're worried about taking over? Yeah. I had a lady tell me she had Alexa in her house, and they got rid of it because her sister-in-law had one, and she was yelling at her teenage daughter, and it called the police on her. Yeah, I know. So I guess Alexa's always listening. Only one in my house that is, to be honest. Yeah, all I gotta do is say her name and it turns her on, right? Which, again, the exact opposite how it works with my wife. But it's good to know she's always listening. Now if I'm arguing with my wife and she's like, and you said, like I did not say it. Yes, Alexa, what did I really say to Serena? Owen, get in here. Put these shoes away. How many times I got to tell you to put... This is the first time you told me. Alexa, how many times have I told Owen to put his damn shoes away today? Okay, here's Blue Suede Shoes by Elvis Presley. I was arguing. Here's the worst one. I'm hungry. I'm in a bad mood. I'm hungry. I'm kind of a jerk. And I'm arguing in a grocery store with the self-checkout U-scan machine. All right, it's talking to me like I'm stupid in front of other people. All right, it's so loud it gets into your phone call, like, beep, please place your item in the bag. Well, give me a second. I just started today. Beep, please place your item in the bag. There's a guy working there like 5 feet away. I'm like, hey, can you just take the 3 steps forward and ring this up for me before I kick this machine in the mouth? I was like, sir, I don't know if you can tell this, but I'm supervising this whole area. You actually need to hurry it up. You're kind of creating a line. Beep. Please place your item in the bag. Do you have anything under your cart? Are you calling me a thief now? No. Yeah, I actually feel stupid not stealing from the U-scan machine, if I'm honest. I'm like, no, these bananas are not organic. 4011. Right? Please place your item in the bag. Well, my item's already in the bag. Look, it's right here. Please see the cashier. I am the fucking cashier. Yeah, now the supervisor's like, sir, you can't be yelling like that and using bad language in our store. Really? Screw you then. I quit. How about that? I want to work here anyway, man. Everywhere we go, we work for them now. You go to the airport, you check yourself in, you pick your own seat, you print your own boarding pass. Now they want to charge me for my bag. Shouldn't I get an employee discount for all the shit I just did around here? I'm at a Harris Teeter in North Carolina where I live, late at night. The only thing open is the self-checkout. I hate that, right? So I got a cart full of stuff. I'm like, yo, somebody want to ring me up over here? Over here, I got a cart. She's like, sir, the only open self-checkout. Come use this. Yeah, what if I don't feel like working tonight? All right, I already had to clean my own table at Chipotle earlier. This is overtime. She's like, sir, we do this so that you can save money on items throughout this entire store, okay? This whole system is set up to benefit you, the customer, if you'll just think about it for 1 or 2 minutes. I don't need to think about it for any minutes, okay? It doesn't benefit me. I used to come to the grocery store, you'd ring it up, you'd bag it, and you take it out of the car. Now I come to the grocery store, I'm ringing it up, I'm bagging it, I'm taking it out of the car. Yeah, I hate for 5 years from now when I show up and, hey, it's my turn to mop the damn store for you. They can save a few pennies, I'm down aisle 7. Tom, what are you doing? I am saving 53 cents on Pop-Tarts, thank you very much. What are you doing? Please place the mop on the floor. That was stupid. Pop-Tarts are the worst. I love Pop-Tarts, but on their box now it's funny. They promote all their social media. Follow us on X at blah, blah, blah. Check us out on the web at www.poptarts.com. What the when am I ever going to need that in my life? Somebody please bludgeon me with a tire iron for like a half an hour, right? There's even a moment of my life where like, hey, let's go to the Pop-Tart website. Yeah, who wants to find out when the new flavors are coming out? Maybe I can meet other people who like Pop-Tarts to start a relationship. Hello there, my name is Tom. I like pastries with jelly filling in them. Nuh-uh, me too, smiley face. Maybe we should meet sometime. Yeah, then you get there, it's just some 14-year-old likes toaster strudels and he's catfishing you the whole time. Yeah, somebody from Dateline NBC comes bursting through a door. Look, if you have time in your life to log on to the Pop-Tart website, then your usefulness as a human being has expired, okay? There are legitimate, productive people in our culture who can use your organs. Let's go, hand over your pancreas. Are y'all organ donors on your licenses? Yeah, that's good, right? People need those. People wait in hospital beds dying of organ failure for like 2 years at a time, hoping one of us gets killed in a car wreck so they can get an organ. Man, that's scary. That was me, and it was getting down near the end, and I needed an organ to live. I would be out at bars buying drinks for everybody. That was my blood type. Be like, no shit, you're AB negative. Bartender, please! Hook him up! Dude, you're starting to slur your words. You want to take my new motorcycle for a spin? I'd be jogging behind him with a cooler and a pocket knife. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get those things early. Like, people are like, oh, you're married to a comedian. That must be crazy and wacky. Is he funny all the time? She's like, funny all the time? You just watched his show? He's not even funny for all that time. Because it's the simple, like she's making a recipe a couple months ago and she needs regular olive oil, right? She reaches into the pantry to grab some, and all she has is the extra virgin olive oil. And she's holding it, she's like, hey, can you run to the store? I need regular olive oil. And I'm like, what's that wrong with that? She's like, this is a virgin, I need the regular. I'm like, can I just put my dick in that bottle? Right? Very funny, right? But not 8 times a day, every day.